Well, it's never too early to have a little bit of whiskey marmalade on your toast, but we also do a raspberry and gin jam, so less than 2% alcohol, but it does just spice up your breakfast morning. My name's Kim Cameron. I'm the founder of Gin Bothy, Jam Bothy and Rum Bothy, and we're based in the northeast of Scotland in a little village called Glams. Well, I'm often called an accidental gin maker because 10 years ago we entered a world championship, there is such a thing, that was held in Dundee, and I entered a jar of jam and won the world championship. I converted a little bothy up the glen in Angus and I started making jam. And in this part of Scotland we're surrounded by the most amazing fruit: raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, sloe, rhubarb, and I started making jam in the bothy, Jam Bothy, and one of the byproducts that we had was lots of juice left over, and rather than waste that, my mum suggested that we add the juice to our gin. So when customers taste our jam, one of the first things they'll see is it's just like my granny made. The raspberry jam is pure raspberry. It's this boom of fresh Scottish berries. Our strawberry is exactly the same. They love, with our marmalades, there's a little bit of a kick. So our boozy marmalades, we use our gin, our rum and our whiskey in our marmalade. So it gives you a little bit of zing on your toast. Within our Jam Bothy range, we have 8 core products and we support 8 farms locally. So we now produce in a seasonal calendar, but we've secured the fruit from 8 local farmers in a cycle. So we follow the full cycle from early season raspberry into strawberry, into rhubarb, into late autumn raspberry, and it means that we've secured local fruit from local farmers, and that's the start of our process. We take the fruit straight into the bothy and it's then batched in relatively small batches in our jam kitchen, and the byproduct of the fruit that we use in the juice is still used in the gin. So when we're batching raspberry, for example, the waste raspberry juice we then use in our raspberry gin. The biggest challenges as a food producer ultimately over the past couple of years have been costs and being able to compete in a really competitive market. We have a team of 22 amazing women that have supported me on my journey, so we're fully female led, and just making sure that families and everyone is okay and that the brand continues to thrive in a really competitive market would be my biggest challenges. It's just amazing for me and the team to be able to see our little Jam Bothy range available right in the middle of Glasgow. I studied in Glasgow, and to be able to go into Buchanan Galleries and see Jam Bothy right in the middle of the city centre is just amazing. And it's great to be able to talk to customers when we go into store and tell them a little bit more about our Jam Bothy story. I think buying local in Scotland is so important. You're not only supporting the brand, you're also supporting the rural community. So we have 22 women, that's 22 rural families. We've got 8 farms we support. So just by picking our independent label as opposed to one of the mass-produced labels makes a huge difference in rural Scotland.